Imagine this. You're alone at home, enjoying your morning tea, when suddenly a strange tightness grips your chest. You pause. Maybe it's indigestion, maybe it's the leftover beans from last night. But then your left arm starts tingling. You feel dizzy. And just like that, the calm of your morning turns into a life or death moment. What would you do? Would you know the first thing to do to survive a heart attack when there's no one else around? Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know the exact steps that could save your life or the life of someone you love. Before we jump in, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps our channel grow. And ring the bell so you never miss these little life upgrades. Meet Dr. Luis Ortega. Dr. Luis Ortega, 81 years old, may be retired from hospital corridors, but never retired from sharing life-saving wisdom. He's spent over 45 years treating thousands of patients with heart issues across South America. And one thing he's learned is this: most people don't die of a heart attack because they had a weak heart. They die because they didn't know what to do in those critical first 60 seconds. So today, I'm giving you the real deal. No fluff, no complicated medical jargon, just 8 practical doctor-approved, possibly life-saving steps you need to know. But before we dive into the do this part of the video, we need to have a real talk about why most heart attacks don't look anything like the movies. Let me tell you something surprising. Most heart attacks aren't loud, dramatic events where someone clutches their chest and crashes to the ground like they do on TV. They're sneaky, quiet. They creep in like a thief in the night. Let me give you an example. A few years ago, Rosa, 76 years old, strong as a mule, lived alone. She told me how one day she just felt off. No big pain, no dramatic fall, just a slight pressure in her chest. She thought it was gas. But when her left arm went numb and her jaw ached, she remembered what Dr. Ortega had told her during a routine checkup. She followed the steps, and she's still with us, dancing at her granddaughter's wedding. Her secret? She didn't wait. She knew the signs. She acted. And that made all the difference. Let's bust a few common myths that can kill you, shall we? Myth number 1. Heart attacks always feel like crushing chest pain. Nope. For many, especially older women, it can feel like indigestion, fatigue, nausea, or just a strange sense of doom. Yes, doom. Myth number 2, if I rest, it'll pass. Wrong. If your heart is in trouble, lying down isn't going to solve anything. In fact, it might make it worse. Myth number 3, I'll call someone later if it continues. Please don't later yourself into the grave. Minutes matter. Every second your heart cells are dying without oxygen. So, what should you look out for? Here are 5 early warning signs your body might be screaming at you before or during a heart attack. Chest discomfort, pressure, fullness, or squeezing in the center of the chest that lasts more than a few minutes. Pain in other areas. Discomfort in one or both arms, the back, neck, jaw, or stomach. Shortness of breath, with or without chest pain. Cold sweat. Suddenly breaking out into a sweat while sitting still, not normal. Lightheadedness or nausea. If you feel faint, queasy, or like you might pass out, don't ignore it. And here's the kicker. You don't need all 5. Even 1 or 2 is enough to take action. All right, here we go. The reason you clicked this video. If you think you might be having a heart attack and you're alone, these are the 8 critical steps to follow. Step 1, stay calm. Easier said than done, right? But panic increases your heart rate. Take slow, deep breaths. Say out loud, "I can handle this." Step 2, sit down. Don't lie down. Sit upright to reduce the strain on your heart. Find a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Step 3, call emergency services. Even if you feel okay, call 911 or your local emergency number. Do not assume you can drive yourself. You're not Vin Diesel, okay? Step 4, take aspirin if available. Chew, not swallow. 1 regular aspirin, 325 milligrams, or 4 baby aspirin. Chewing helps it work faster to thin your blood. Step 5, unlock your door. If help arrives and you're unconscious, they need to get in. Unlock your door or call a neighbor and leave it open. Step 6, keep breathing slowly. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Focus on staying alert. Say your name aloud. Count backward. Anything to stay conscious. Step 7, coughing. Only if necessary. You may have heard the cough CPR myth. It only works in specific cases and often makes things worse. Only do it if a medical professional on the line tells you to. Step 8, visualize help arriving. This might sound odd, but visualizing rescue, hearing the sirens, seeing your grandchild's face, this helps calm your nervous system. Please, whatever you do, don't lie flat on the bed. Take a nap to see if it gets better. Ignore symptoms and hope for the best. Drink cold water or alcohol thinking it will cool your heart. Nope, just no. And don't drive yourself unless it's absolutely your only option, and even then, drive slowly with hazards on. I'd still recommend calling for help even from the car. Now, let's talk risk factors. If you're over 60, live alone, and have one or more of the following. You're playing with fire, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high cholesterol, obesity, smoking, family history of heart disease, chronic stress or depression. The more boxes you tick, the more prepared you need to be. But don't panic. This isn't a death sentence, it's a wake-up call. Surviving a heart attack when alone is 80% preparation and 20% reaction. So here's your survival kit. Keep aspirin in every room. Even tape one to the fridge. Have ICE, in case of emergency, contacts in your phone. Post emergency numbers near the phone. Tell a friend or family member to check on you daily. Join a community group. Isolation kills more seniors than most diseases. Let me leave you with one more story. Don Miguel, 84, lives in a small village with no hospital nearby. One night, he felt dizzy and short of breath. Remembering what I'd taught him, he stayed calm, chewed his aspirin, called his niece 2 villages over, and followed the exact 8 steps. By the time they reached him, he was stable. He now swears by 2 things: chewing aspirin and not eating 6 tamales in one sitting. So, if you take anything from this video, let it be this. You have more power than you think, even when you're alone, even when it's scary. You can survive a heart attack if you know what to do. Knowledge is CPR for the soul. Now, go write those steps down. Put aspirin in your nightstand. Share this video with someone you care about. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell. Because here at Timeworn Echoes, we don't just grow older, we grow wiser. If you'd like to support us further, you can do so by donating in the link in the description below. Take care, stay heart strong, and I'll see you in the next video.